I'm Holly.
And I'm Bridget.
And this
is Girls Next Level.
Welcome back to Girls Next Level, everybody. We are back with our workout episode. And you've got our workout merch on.
Yes.
It says, I love cake, because we like to work out, but we also like to eat.
That's right.
So where did we leave off on this episode?
So we left off, we are about to get in the limo. And I think it's interesting, too, because there's two parts in this scene.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, that was a Cameo I was uploading. I'm the worst on the Cameo app. I'm honestly going to get off of it because I don't know why. I'm so bad at it.
I'm bad too.
I just never feel like I have my makeup done or look good or I'm in good lighting to make a video when it just comes through, and I think that's what throws me off on it.
Me too. And then I do it and then I'm like, wait, that was dumb. Let me do it again. And then I'm like, was that even good? I don't know. Let me try it again.
Like, yeah, I don't mesh with it for some reason.
Yes. So we're in the limo and we're driving and Kendra is on speakerphone with somebody and we're joking about how it's our big night on the town, but they don't address like that she's on the phone or anything like that, but I noticed it. And the reason I noticed it is because later I'm on speakerphone in the car too. And I just think this is interesting because it's really the introduction. I know we've seen it a little bit here and there, the cell phone's in here, but this is really like the first time I'm seeing us kind of actively using it in a scene. In interview, I say we just needed a break from diet, exercise, and maintenance stuff. And this was not really said here. Like, I think this is totally chopped up and added in here.
I think you're right. And before we even get in the limo, I just want to make a note real quick that they show shots of us that are very contrasting. Like, it shows Kendra kicking ass in the gym with the martial arts instructor, and there's a random woman in the background wearing heels, and I was like, Who was that? Because I assumed it was a playmate, but in commentary she says it was some girl that the martial arts guy brought.
Yeah.
And then I'm reading a book in the living room with bumbling, slow, lazy music behind me, and you're on the phone with your mom supposedly digging your feet in and not wanting to diet, and they put the fake hamburger in.
Yes.
So we're set up to fail, and then, it's off to the improv.
Yeah. They definitely want it to look like Kendra is going to nail this. This is her thing. And you and I are going to fail because you're lazy and I can't stay away from food.
Yes. And they put disgusting slurping noises over my, I was going to say Slurpee, my smoothie as well.
Of course they do. In an interview, you say, I was really excited to go to the improv to see our friend Julie perform her comedy routine. She was Miss February 1986. She's a really close friend of Hef's and ours, so we're really excited to support her.
Do we want to talk about Julie for a minute?
I mean, I think we have to.
Yeah, it's so weird because Julie's situation is she lived at Hef's ex-wife's or wife or separated wife or whatever you want to call her house next door while we lived there. She lived in like an apartment above the garage, I think. And I think it was...
I always thought she lived in the garage.
Oh, no, I think it was like an apartment above the garage. I think she lived in an apartment above the garage, and the deal was like she could live there if she drove the kids to school, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
So she was always on the scene. She was always in the med room drinking coffee, and like she was just always there.
Always.
And we really liked her. She was really nice and stuff. And the way I'm talking about Julie in the commentary, you would think she hung the fucking stars. I was like, she's so pretty. She's one of the most underrated playmates, like just going off and off and off. But the reason I bring that up is it makes me feel dumb now because she was on a podcast recently talking trash.
Yeah.
And okay,
about both of us.
Yeah, and like I get it. Like if people from that group don't want to like me because of what I've written about Hef, that's totally fair. If they don't want to like that and they don't want to like me because of it. But the thing she was saying, it's not like she was saying, "Oh, fuck Holly" because of what she wrote. It was like the things she was saying were a little disturbing to me because it kind of made me wonder, like, did she ever like us? Or was she just fake with us the whole time because we were Hef's girlfriends?
Right.
Because she makes a blanket statement in this podcast that, like, all of Hef's girlfriends were so dumb, no one could have a conversation with them. And I'm like, really? That's a lot of people you're picking a fight with, Julie. Like, that's making a blanket statement like, oh, the girls Hef dated are so dumb. You know, like, that's a lot of girls that went in and out of there just in the years I was there. So that's a very broad generalization.
Yeah.
And then she tells some story about how she like was wearing a burqa and she put like the bunny ears over the burqa, which I have kind of a vague memory of her doing something like that because she was always doing like really silly stuff. I don't know what it was at. I don't remember if it was a party or a fun in the sun or what the context of it was. But she tells a story and says one of Hef's girlfriends came up to her and goes, oh, what are you supposed to be, a Smurf? And her point was she thought it was dumb that somebody didn't know what a burqa was. Everybody knows in the 2000s what a burqa is because like post 9/11, everybody was talking about like the news, people talk about like burqas and I don't know. It's just like that was part of the conversation. Everybody knows what a burqa is. Just because you don't understand or somebody doesn't understand her costume doesn't mean they don't know what a burqa is. And then she goes, and I didn't know who she was talking about because like I don't remember this happening. And then she goes, really? Like you have a brother in the military and you think you're so patriotic and you don't even know what a burqa is? And I'm thinking, record scratch. You were the only person I knew of that had a brother in the military.
Yeah.
Do you remember that exchange?
I don't remember the exchange, but there is something that's like a little bit familiar to me. Like you said, like I sort of remember something, but I don't remember this at all. But I definitely think she's talking about me. And I think if anything, what I might have thought is that it was very disrespectful what she was doing and that that I was giving her the benefit of the doubt that it was something else.
Something else, yeah.
But like either way, like why is she so hateful and so rude like that?
It was a lot.
It really sucks too because we were always so supportive. Like we obviously thought the world of her. We thought she was very nice. Like
yeah,
we're going to support her comedy thing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it just goes to show.
Yeah, like I didn't even want to bring that up what she said because like why. But I just, after I was hearing the commentary and just like the way I was like praising her so much in the commentary, I'm like, this is such a big contrast to where things stand now. I think I have to cover it.
Well, I think it has to be brought up because you're not the only one who said something about it. There's lots of fans that have said that she, have told me that story. I have never listened to the podcast. I don't want to, but other people have said it. So I think we have to mention it.
Yeah.
Summer's here, and there's plenty of time to enjoy everything you love about summer. But it kind of depends on what you do right now.
Livestrong says to get into summer shape, start now, diet, exercise, and don't expect to lose any belly fat for up to 2 months. So basically, you might not be reaching your goals in time for summer. But it's your choice. Weeks or months of calorie counting and boot camp gyms, like we're talking about in this episode, or lose the fat in inches in one single visit to Sono Bello. If you have a stubborn issue that diet and exercise aren't getting rid of, this might be another option if you feel like you want it. Sono Bello doctors are masters in micro laser fat removal, a faster, comfortable one-visit technique. Wherever you have stubborn fat, tummy, sides, thighs, arms, or sagging, loose, jiggly skin, smile, it's gone. Sono Bello gives you your curves back. No more feeling embarrassed, shy, and uncomfortable. No more hiding under baggy clothes instead of shorts and tees. Give yourself the gift of a full body reset. Learn about one-visit micro-laser fat removal. Schedule your free consultation. Ask about Sono Bello's spectacular summer savings going on now. Visit sonobello.com/nextlevel. sonobello.com/nextlevel.
So we're all in Ed Hardy again?
Total Ed Hardy.
All decked out.
I'm wearing like a pink Ed Hardy cashmere sweater, a satin Ed Hardy bomber jacket.
I'm wearing a zip up, and I remember it was so thick and heavy, like a zip up sweatshirt, but inside was like fur.
Oh, whoa.
Not real fur,
Yeah.
like faux fur, but it was like so, I remember it being so bulky and so warm.
Yeah.
I think it was summer.
That's
no,
funny.
let's see. It would have been the end of September, October, but still probably pretty warm in LA.
You know what's crazy is I don't really have much of a memory of this night.
That is weird. I know you mentioned that to me before.
Yeah, I wonder if I should go grab my date book because usually my memory's pretty good and I have zero memory really of this night. And I wonder like did I have something major on my mind? I can tell watching the footage in the limo, I'm very much disassociating. I can tell just by watching myself in the limo. Like my head is somewhere else completely. But I wonder why that was. And I think it's worth looking at my day planners, because when I've glanced at my day planners in the past, my schedule's just so chock full of things. Like I remember, this was before I started in vitro, but I was going to the doctor and like having my potential fertility looked at. And I had endometriosis on my ovaries that they had to remove at one point, which they did via a laparoscopy, which isn't a major surgery or anything, but it's still a lot. Like you're put under for it.
Yeah.
You wake up from it crying, which I've heard is a normal thing, because I guess anything that involves that area, you often wake up like crying. Like I woke up crying, which is weird. And the nurses were like, oh, people do this all the time when it involves your reproductive organs. It's just kind of like a natural response. But in my day planner, sometimes I would see, oh, surgery at 11 a.m., going out on the town 8 p.m. Like I no days off. So I kind of want to grab my date book and take a look.
Okay.
Okay, so here's my day planner. If you're watching the video version on YouTube or Patreon, somebody made this for Hef and he didn't want it. And it's like a big day planner with a Playboy bunny on it. So I used it. Oh, I have Vanity Fair shoot that we never got published. Do you remember that?
Not very much.
Yeah, we shot with Norman Jean Roy and I was so excited to shoot with him, but they just never ran the photos. It was weird.
What were we wearing in it?
I was wearing a bunny costume at one point, but we were wearing like nighties on the bed. Like baby doll nighties.
I have photos from that day. Yeah, it looks cute. Look, I see it says Ed Hardy. We went to Ed Hardy.
Yep, we went to Ed Hardy on the 13th of September.
So it's got to be right after that.
Uh-huh.
Film workout video.
Yeah, we filmed the workout video, but Arby's was the next day. So we were totally lying when we're like, oh, we have to be on a diet. I had a big long list of things I was doing that day, but it's nothing crazy. So I don't know why I'm so disassociative in this scene, but I totally am.
Are you talking about, what did it say what night improv was? Because the night we do...
fuck.
Because
Yeah, I was looking at Arby's.
just so you guys know, the night we do Arby's, and I was about to get into this, but the night we do Arby's is not the night we do the improv. I know it makes it look like it's the same day, but it's not. And what they had us do is they took Polaroids of us that night, and then when we went and did Arby's, they made us do the exact same hair, outfits, makeup, and everything to make it look like it was the same day.
Okay, so the improv was like a week before Arby's. I had it just says interviews. So I don't know if those were my confessional interviews or press that morning. And then at 2:00, there was a meeting about the workout clothes. So it's nothing like stressful or crazy, but
I did have a
Full
little
day.
fight that day with the interview clothes that I was going to get into in this episode.
another one?
Yeah, you don't remember?
No.
Well, we'll get into it. I don't want to take you
Oh,
out of
okay.
order. So,
Okay.
So we're going to the improv, not the same night as Arby's, even though it looks like it. And we had been told how good the food is at the improv for
Yes.
like so long. So we were like super excited. Of course, we're going to support Julie, but we really wanted to go and have like dinner.
Yeah.
So we get there. It smells so good. We talk about it smelling like buffalo wings in there. And we order like a whole bunch of food. And of course, they make it look like I'm ordering all this stuff. And you're like, can I have a nacho? And I'm like, oh yeah, as if it's all for me.
I know. And I know what you were doing. You were ordering for everybody, and we were all going to pick off of the apps.
Yeah, and everybody was telling me what they wanted. So, like, I can, and just because I know you guys love food out there, I was writing down some of the stuff that I saw. And we had buffalo wings, we had fries, nachos, mozzarella sticks, spinach artichoke dip, and then there was another one, but I couldn't tell what it was. But it looked like 5 appetizers came, and 6 people are sharing them.
Oh, yeah.
So
none of us are pigging out, really.
and none of us are going to Arby's afterwards.
Yeah.
Like they make it look like.
Also, your Cinderella cosplay confessional makes another appearance.
Well, that's another reason why I feel like some of these lines are off, because they're not even for this episode.
Yeah, they're from interviews you did probably months ago.
Yeah.
Months ago.
Yeah, and so this is when you say, "Oh, can I steal a nacho?" As if I'm hoarding all of this stuff.
Totally. When really it was because I had to reach across Hef or something, you know?
Right, but that doesn't play into Bridget has an eating problem
Yeah.
and she's heavy.
Was this the only time we ever went to the improv? Because we usually went to the Comedy Store.
Yeah, I don't remember really going to the improv very often. I feel like this could have been the only time.
Yeah, I think this was a one-off.
They introduced Julie on the stage, And
But before Julie comes up, they have these two women doing comedy and they don't come off very funny. And I wonder, is that the editing? Like, did they want to edit it to make it look like they were bombing?
I don't know, but I didn't think Julie came off looking funny either. So I thought maybe they were editing everybody to look bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
In an interview, I say I think Julie is totally brave for being able to go on stage and do stand-up comedy. I give her a lot of credit for doing that. And I do. Like, I really feel like that is such a scary thing.
Yeah, I feel like it's got to be one of the hardest jobs.
I did this event for Baby Quest. It's like a fertility thing where they give grants for people who can't afford fertility treatments. And we did a thing at the Comedy Store. And I just had to get up on stage to start the night off and introduce like the first comic and stuff. And there's something just so intimidating about even just being on that stage in that setting.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I really felt like, I was like, oh God, I see why they have nerves, because
Yeah,
it's like nerve-wracking
totally.
up here.
Julie's hair looks really good. It's so shiny.
It is, yeah.
I want to say before we get too much into the comedy thing, when they're bringing all the appetizers, it shows you like shouting out what every appetizer is, like as if you're the only one into it. And then it cuts to Kendra making like a cringing face, like she's recoiling from the food. But I don't think she was really making a cringing face at the food. I think that's just
No.
editing to make it look like you're hoarding the food, I'm dipping into the food, and Kendra's being super disciplined and not touching the food.
Which was not reality at all.
No.
Annoying. I didn't even notice that one.
Yeah.
That's so annoying.
And did you notice the laugh track they added?
No.
Oh, they added so many fake laughs to the comedy scenes. Like a full laugh track, like I Love Lucy status.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
I just thought this scene was very strange. So Julie walks up to Hef and he asks her in a joking way, "Oh, what are you doing here?" Like as if we weren't there to see her. And I feel like she doesn't come up with an answer really. She's just like taken off guard. And I felt like the scene was really weird and kind of cringy. And
I
I'm
didn't even notice. That's
curious
funny.
why they left it in. And I was like, are they trying to go with the whole thing that she's not funny?
I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Unless they just needed some kind of interaction with her touching base at the table, and maybe that's all they had.
That could be too. And then she kind of follows us out and says goodbye, but then it sort of looks like she's getting in the limo with us, but then she doesn't. And it's a very just weird edit.
Yeah, and then she shows up at Arby's later, which was, of course, filmed on a different day. It's so
So
strange.
I think for some reason they wanted her to do the Arby's thing with us, but we weren't really doing it that night. But she makes it look like she's getting in the car and going with us when she's not. So the whole thing is weird, and I don't know why we would have needed her for the Arby's scene anyway.
I think it was us cheerleading it. I bet we were like, Julie should come to this too.
That could
Because
be.
if we're running into her on a day-to-day at the mansion, come with her, you got to do this too. I can see us doing that. But also, when we get to Arby's, unless I wasn't paying attention, the impression I got was that we all got to Arby's and she like met us there later.
Yeah,
So
she did.
It makes no sense.
And she doesn't even look like the same from that same night.
I know. We all had to match our Polaroids carefully. And she has like a jacket on and a scarf. So like theoretically, she could have put something on over her stage outfit. So I
Yeah.
guess it works. But like they made us match to the T.
Right.
So funny.
And then in commentary, Kendra says during the scene she never once dieted during this
Yeah.
whole period either. And then you say, well, it was impossible because we had so many things going on in this time period that were food related. The Improv, Arby's, and my birthday, among just a few of the things that we've like talked about. So yeah, this whole scene in the limo, Hef's like, well, what shall we do next?
I
All
know.
just made up, and it cringes to me.
Because like we said in our last week's episode, the reason we're shooting at Arby's is because it was a back-end sponsorship deal. Like E supposedly had a lot of pressure with advertisers on the network. So they would do like these back-end deals where like Captain Morgan would pay, but instead of being a Captain Morgan commercial, Captain Morgan would be worked into the episode. So this is another one with Arby's, and we love doing it because we love fast food. And I was going to ask you, because I know Nick is a huge Arby's fan.
Yes.
Did you go to the old Arby's that I sent you?
We haven't been, but Nick's like, I'll totally go to that.
It's so cute. Like, I think it's the Merch Motel account on TikTok. They go to all like the retro places, which I love. And I guess there's Arby's, and it's an old one. I think it's like down in the South Bay or something.
Yeah, I think it said Newport.
Yeah. And it's old. It looks like a covered wagon, and then it has this cool tile floor with like longhorn cattle design and stuff. It looks really neat. But supposedly it's in danger of being demolished. So I'm like, you guys have to go.
They're getting rid of all of them. Poor Arby's. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, what's up with that?
But I love Arby's. And we supposedly couldn't do it the same. I think we were supposed to do it the same night as the Improv, but we couldn't because the manager was out of town for a convention, we say.
Yeah.
In the commentary. So
They say AI is going to take over the world. Chatbots for this, virtual assistants for that, and eventually humans are just going to be obsolete. I'm not saying that I'm looking forward to that necessarily, but there is one robot that already exists and it's making my and my cat's life better. The litter robot. The litter robot is the solution to all your litter box problems. Never scoop again with Litter Robot. Litter Robot's self-cleaning technology automatically cleans after every use, so your cats will always have a fresh bed of litter to do their business, and your friends won't think your house smells like a litter box. Thank God. I'm always worried about that. And get this, Litter Robot will send a notification to your phone when it needs to be emptied. It even gives you data and insights to stay on top of your cat's health. It doesn't get any easier than this, and your cat will thank you. Just over 1 million happy pets and pet parents who've upgraded to Litter Robot. What are you waiting for? So we have 2 cats and we have a 2-story house. So we have multiple litter boxes. And my biggest problem is I've only changed one of them out to the Litter Robot. I need all of them changed out. It really truly does make your life so much easier. Whisker is currently offering $50 off Litter Robot bundles as a special offer to listeners of the show. Go to stopscooping.com/nextlevel and use promo code nextlevel to save an additional $50 on any Litter Robot bundle. That's $100 off any Litter Robot bundle at stopscooping.com/nextlevel and use promo code nextlevel. Stopscooping.com/nextlevel, promo code nextlevel.
So we walk into Arby's and it shows people's reactions to us, which is really funny.
Yeah.
And there was the cutest, like, old couple sitting there that kind of looked very Appalachian mountain style. So I'm like, we're the mountain people when we're in commentary. They're so cute. And then Kendra said something really funny. What did she say in commentary? The DVD commentary is funny. And it sucks that you guys don't all have access to it, but... Oh no, I know what she yelled. I'm like, we're the mountain people. And Kendra goes, shepherds! Shepherds! So funny. So we go into Arby's and there's a guy filming Hef on his flip phone. And I was just trying to imagine like how crappy the quality must be.
horrible.
Like, do you remember even like taking photos on a BlackBerry? And that would have been years after this that we're talking about. Like how bad the photos were.
Right. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Funny. So the food at Arby's looks so good. And another funny thing we did that they don't show on the show is like Hef was handing out food at the drive-thru window. And the only reason I remember that is because I have photos of it. And there's also photos of me like sticking my leg out the drive-thru window and stuff.
It's in deleted scenes though.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch it.
So when we get
We're
to
going to have
those.
some fun deleted scenes episodes for you guys too.
Yeah, and then, you know what? I ordered loaded potato bites, which is so weird to me. And even hearing myself order that, I'm like, what? I don't feel like I ever ate those. Like, I always get the same thing at Arby's all the time. But I always get, like, the beef and cheddar melt. And then I get, like, the curly fries. And
Did they tell us to order specific things, though? Like, did they want specific things
Oh,
plugged,
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. Because I'm like, that's so weird. I've never ordered those in my life. And here I am ordering them on the show as if that's what I have to get because those are so good.
That's so funny. You know what my most memorable thing from this night was?
What?
The giant curly fries. Like, how big were those potatoes? Like,
That's
you
what
pull
I was
out
saying,
the
yeah.
most giant, longest curly fry. And then Kendra pulls one out that's even longer.
I know.
You're like, damn.
how?
And I love how they play sci-fi music when you pull out the fry. Like, it's just this weirdest world anomaly. And then we've done all this, and that's when Julie shows up. So she definitely didn't, like, theoretically ride over with us in the
Well, and
limo.
Allison just disappears. Allison was with us at the improv,
Wade,
but
yeah.
she's not in the scene.
And then they have a voiceover of Kendra saying, "Now I feel guilty," as we get into the limo, which my note was toxic diet culture. But also, was that even Kendra talking? Or do you think that might have been like an editor line? It's very random. You can tell it's a fed line if you think about it, or like a edited in line. It's like, "Now I feel guilty," as we're getting into the limo.
Yeah, I just thought she said it. I didn't think anything of it. Because earlier she says, while we're eating, she says, "Fuck this diet shit."
Yeah, and then it has you and I saying stuff like, "That was good. That was so fun."
Yeah. Oh, and I wrote about the guy that was filming in the corner on his flip phone. I wrote, "He's probably with Exercise TV."
A narc.
Yeah. He's like, I caught him. They were eating Arby's. But Kendra does say, "I am going to have to work out extra hard tomorrow." So I
Yes.
think it was just the whole mentality. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I still have a little bit of that mentality now. If I eat out and it's like super, junky and stuff, I'll say, "Oh, I feel so guilty after eating all of that."
Yeah.
And I have said in the recent past, "Oh, I'm gonna have to work out extra hard tomorrow," or "I'm definitely gonna have to hit the gym today," or whatever. So I feel like I still have a lot of the same mentality, the same like guilt and
Oh yeah, it's still very much on my mind, like what I eat and like how did I eat the day before and things like that. So then the next scene is when we're finally going to the workout studio with Kendall, the trainer. And it was a very weird, dreary day. I remember it being weird and dreary. And I was going to say, was that like a cold fun in the sun day? Like when the weather just starts being bad enough that we're not doing fun in the sun? Because I always feel like Sundays are kind of dreary. But then in commentary or in the show or somewhere, Kendra says it was on a Sunday because she's like missing the game.
yeah.
Do you remember that day doing the training and stuff? Did we really all do it on the same day?
We did do it all on the same day.
And I went
we did it
first,
for 2
right?
days. We did it Saturday and Sunday. That's the 1.5 hours each day of training that we got. That was all that we
Yeah.
had for rehearsal. You went first, I went second, and Kendra goes last. I remember very little of it, but I remember going.
Yeah.
Did your car have like a giant logo on the back of it?
Yes, because they did something to my car. I forgot what it was. And then they just kind of put that giant sticker on the back without asking.
That is like brazen because it's huge. And I was like, God, Holly has this giant sticker on. And then I'm like, wait, it's the custom car company thing.
Yeah, and I feel like they filmed it for the show but never used it, like them doing whatever they did to my car. I don't remember if it was rims or what. And I know they filmed it for the show because, like, I remember doing confessional interviews about it. And, like, I remember Michael did that interview and she was really making sure I said the name of the car place. And they put, like, a big sticker on the back of the car and stuff. And
And then they never used it?
no, never used the footage.
Weird.
I mean, maybe it's in deleted scenes. Maybe we'll see that, but...
And then did you see that the parking space next to you said reserved for suicide girls?
No! Do you know what that is?
No, what is it?
I don't know if it's still around, but it was supposed to be like an alternative to Playboy where it was just alt girls. Like it's just like girls with tattoos or things like that.
Oh.
I don't know if it's still around, but
Well, that's interesting. So it was in the same studio?
yeah, I guess so.
So you arrive at the rehearsal studio, and it's kind of uneventful, right? You just do your thing, and
Yeah, I mean, I was just down to business and
yeah, I think same
just
for
got
me.
it done. Yeah.
Like just went in there, rehearsed, got it down. And then Kendra arrives, but she's the last one. She says, it's a little early for me. But I looked at the schedule and her time to be there was like 1:00 or something like
Oh
that.
my God, that's funny. And I felt like it wasn't really that we needed that much rehearsal. I felt like the rehearsal was more just to show Kendall what we were doing ahead of time so he could like brief us on what we could be doing better technique wise or just to like approve the whole thing. I feel like the main part of being prepared is just deciding what you're going to do, probably writing that down and just knowing this is what I'm doing.
Right. Well, that's easy for you and I to do, but Kendra's not disciplined enough to do that.
Yeah. Well, see, I think she expected someone to do it for her. And I'm not trying to come in here and like criticize her or anything. I just think that's more her style. And I think she, ever since she'd moved into the mansion, had been very enabled that way. And the show would always, like, if she wasn't prepared for something or was late, the show's always going to like support her and boost her up and make sure her needs are met. And I think maybe she kind of expected to be met halfway on this project and was not met halfway for like the first time on anything since she's been at the mansion.
Yes.
But you and I were not ever used to being met halfway, so we knew to be prepared.
Right.
You know?
One of the things that we were supposed to be doing in these rehearsals is he was teaching us about like kind of what to say, how we'd keep it real and that kind of stuff. And I remember one of the things that I was saying in my workout video was remember to breathe, because I always hold my breath during workout videos. I still do it to this day. And it's a common thing. Like I do the Peloton all the time and I hear them, don't forget to breathe, like blah, blah, blah. I got so much ridicule after the video came out. Oh, she's so stupid. Don't forget to breathe. Like as if people aren't going to breathe and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, tell me you don't work out without telling me you don't work out. Because it's a common thing that people say when you're working out. And it's a common thing that people do when they are working out.
Yeah.
And I just remember getting so much like backlash on that.
Oh my God.
And it pisses me off to this day still.
Oh my God.
I think about it every time I hear another trainer say it or anything too, and I'm just like, I hope all of those people like
Forgot to breathe.
forgot to breathe forever.
I'm going to grab a coffee real quick because I'm feeling very lightheaded.
Okay.
Back from my coffee break. You know what? I started taking thyroid medication yesterday
Yeah.
because I decided to see a hormone doctor just to like make sure everything's good. And she was looking at my numbers and she said, I have hypothyroidism, but if my numbers were as low as yours, I wouldn't be able to get out of bed in the morning.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So we'll see how this medication works. Like, I know I'm a chronic fatigue person, but I thought I was doing relatively well recently. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. When you were talking about the Kendall thing and stuff, he was doing that like on the flight interview with the camera and stuff, he's getting visibly like annoyed.
Yeah.
And kind of like irritated with the whole situation. Like I can tell he's frustrated.
Yeah, and I think what's never made clear on the show is it was made pretty explicitly clear that we were supposed to come up with our own routines. Like the trainers are there to help us if we need the content, I guess, but we're supposed to come up with our own routines or at least work with the trainers to devise our own routines. And we all three had the same amount of time to do it.
Yeah. I think that what you were saying earlier, I just want to elaborate on that. It's every time we did something like this, everybody went out of their way to help and make sure Kendra succeeded at it, or at least to a point.
Yeah.
And this was the first time that something was happening and they weren't doing that for her. It's like they were getting a kick out of watching her fail this time. And we were so shocked that they weren't like picking up all the pieces and making it look like she was doing the best or at least doing well or getting it done. And I didn't know at the time like whether that was coming from the workout people or whether it was coming from Girls Next Door crew or both.
My suspicion is it was Kevin because I feel like Kevin always favored Kendra, but the one thing he always got a giggle out of was to make her look like she's not as good at sports as she thinks she is. So I feel like he was kind of like having fun with it this time, but it's kind of the only thing he does it for.
Yeah.
But it was very interesting because I remember earlier this season we were talking about, I don't remember if it was the dog birthday party episode or what it was, but you were talking about something Kendra was doing that was bothering you. And I asked you, but would it bother you if she wasn't so enabled? Like if Kendra was just doing that, but everybody just kind of let her do it and people didn't like fly in from the sides to like support her and, you know, make sure everything came out great for her at the end, would it still bother you? And you were like, nah, probably not as much because it was such a consistent thing.
Yeah, so I feel like what normally would have happened is Kendra would be like kind of failing at this, so they would send somebody in to help her. Like somebody would do the workout video with her that would kind of lead it, but it would still be Kendra's video. They would do something, or they would add a bunch of girls to her video to make it look like the best one or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they would go out of their way to make sure that hers was the best, everything. And this time they were just like, we're not doing it.
Yeah. Although I will say at the end of the day, the DVD gets done and manufactured.
Right.
So they're doing it to a point. Like I think if you would have hired a random person to do a workout DVD and they just kind of showed up and didn't have a routine ready and kind of flopped, maybe the whole project would get scrapped. But that's not what happened this time.
Right.
So they go that far, but they don't go far on the show to make it look like, oh, she succeeded even though she didn't do any work kind of a thing.
When I think of summer smells, I think of sunscreen, salty beach air, barbecue on the grill, and unfortunately, sometimes body odor. Well, not this summer. Thanks to Lumi Whole Body Deodorant, BO will no longer be an unwelcome guest at my summer plans. Their pH-optimized formula is clinically proven to block odor all day, and it's not just for underarms. It's for Everywhere we get odor. Pits, privates, feet, underboobs, you name it. So no matter how hot it gets, you can still smell fresh and feel confident from head to toe. Ready to make this your freshest summer ever? New customers get 15% off all Lumi products with our exclusive code and link. Use code NEXTLEVEL at LumiDeodorant.com, LumiDeodorant.com. One of the things I love most about Lumi is all the different applications it comes in, from wipes to sticks to creams. It's so easy to put on, no matter how you're trying to do it. Lumi is seriously safe to use anywhere on your body. Pits, underboobs, thigh folds, belly button, butt cracks, vulvas, and feet. It's created by an OBGYN who saw firsthand how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. It's clinically proven to block odor all day and control odor for up to 72 hours.
Lumi's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash or deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get 15% off all Lumi products with our exclusive code. And if you combine the 15% off with the already discounted starter pack, that equals over 40% off their starter pack. Use code NEXTLEVEL for 15% off your first purchase at LumiDeodorant.com. That's code NEXTLEVEL at LumiDeodorant.com.
Well, I will say, and we're going to get to it when I read the reviews and stuff, that a lot of people said that hers was way shorter than ours. Like, ours were 15 minutes and hers was like less than 10.
Oh.
And that for like 2 or 3 of those minutes, it's just her doing weird dance moves that nobody can like follow because it's like her just dancing around. And so I feel like they didn't get a full video out of her.
Yeah, I bet you're right.
Or a full workout or whatever.
Maybe that's why it took so long to come out. Maybe they were like, I don't know if we really want to release this. And then they're like, fuck it. We spent the money on the footage.
But I wanted to talk a minute, too, about designing our own workout clothes. And so we got to go to downtown LA, and we kind of I think we kind of sketched it out ahead of time, right? But we went down there and we were looking at fabric samples and stuff like that. And I was super excited about it, about getting our own workout clothes.
Yeah, I thought for sure we were going to have a workout line, but then they decided not to do it.
Yeah. But we don't know that at this time. And we're designing for our individual segments that we're going to do. And of course, I'm thinking I want pink because I'm a pink girl. And then they bring out this like camouflage material. And Kendra's like, I want that! That's perfect for hip hop, which I don't know why it's hip hop. But I said, wait, but I'm doing a boot camp video. Don't you think I should have that for boot camp? And she got so pissed at me.
Oh, no.
And we were like fighting over
shit.
who gets the camo material.
Oh, my God.
And I don't even like camo necessarily, but like I'm doing a boot camp routine. So I feel like if anybody's going to wear the camo, I should be wearing it. And she finally was like, fine, whatever. And she was all mad about it but everybody agreed with me that it should be with the boot camp one.
Yeah.
I would have much rather had a pink outfit, but it didn't fit with the routine I was doing.
That's so funny.
So anyway, I just remember her having major attitude about that.
Oh, yeah.
And but I don't feel like that would have been why your mood was down when we went to the improv, because that was that same day.
Oh, when I had written down workout meeting.
Yeah. Anyway, I just thought maybe that might have something to do with it. Yeah, so I feel like from this point on, the whole Kendra thing kind of goes downhill.
Yeah, the script gets flipped.
And then this is where I also talk about that I really wanted to add treadmill to my workout, but they wouldn't let me. And you said you wanted to do a cheerleading themed workout, which I think would have been so cute and so fun.
I didn't want to for this workout video. I think I meant like I want to do that down the road.
Okay, can I talk about something I've been wanting to do forever?
Yeah.
A workout video?
Yeah.
I have been trying to get somebody to do this with me for at least 7 years now, and I haven't found the right person to do it. I want to do a horror workout where...
Like you're running from a killer?
Yes,
Oh my
exactly.
God, that would be funny.
And you like fall to the ground like burpee style and get up and you're kicking and you're punching and you're running in place and they're after you kind of thing.
That would be so funny.
And very 80s Camp Crystal Lake style.
Summerween.
Yes. Like, I want to do it so bad, and I have it all in my head,
God.
like, how it needs to be, and I've talked to a couple of different people, and they're all just like, I don't know.
You need to find somebody who is just going to embrace the camp
Yes.
and run with it. Like, this is going to be campy as fuck. People can take it seriously or not. Who cares?
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be just me. It could be like 3 girls doing
Yeah.
the video or something like that. But I feel like it would be so cute, and I feel like it would be so fun, and it would be truly like a cardio workout with like burpees and kicks and punches and whatever else. Like I had a whole list of like exercises that I thought could be added to it.
That
Like you
would be
can do
cute.
donkey kicks, and you can do, forward kicks, all kinds of things.
Have you ever seen Mousercise?
Wait, I feel like I have seen that a million
I
years
think
ago,
I made
right?
a TikTok about it because, okay, so I used to do this workout as a kid because it would be on Disney Channel. Okay, this is weird. Like when we lived in Alaska, when were in places where we like had TV, they would give us like free cable. So we had the Disney Channel like back in the 80s. And this was before they like made kids shows. Like I think Kids Incorporated was the only like show starring kids. Like it wasn't in the Miley Cyrus era or anything like
Yeah.
that. So they would just show like old Disney cartoons and content and stuff. But one thing they had in the morning was an aerobic show called Mousercise. And it would be this lady leading a workout, and all the other people around her doing the workout were kids or people in a literal Mickey Mouse costume. And some of the moves are so funny because she's like, here, we're going to be a doll in Small World. And it's just like the craziest thing to watch. It is like a fever dream.
Oh my God. It sounds creepy.
It kind of is. But my mom like made me do it.
So, okay, we're backyard at the mansion. I'm like, nightmares. The film crew is all set up, and I actually was kind of blown away by how professional the whole setup was and everything.
Yeah, and didn't you say that they wanted us to shoot this on a soundstage, but then they decided to do it at the mansion?
It's in my notes that we were originally supposed to go to Burbank to a soundstage to film it. So I don't know what happened.
I don't know, but the mansion's a perfect backdrop. It looks great.
Yeah, you would think that they would have done that from the start. Mm-hmm. And that the soundstage would have been a backup. Maybe it was if the weather wasn't cooperating, since it was October.
Or maybe they just had the mindset, like they just assumed that would not be an option and didn't think of it. Whereas for us and everybody on the Playboy side of the world, that just seems like the no-brainer. Like, we never leave here. Why not?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And of course, that's what like the fans want to see too. Mm-hmm. So I go out because I'm shooting mine first. And as they're finishing setting up, I go to visit Coco. And
She's not interested.
she's not interested, not paying attention. I say she could kind of use the workout because she's, a little overweight. Poor Coco's getting body shamed for the second
I was like,
time on the
she's
show.
probably so offended.
I
No
know.
wonder she wasn't interested.
And then they do this cute graphic where they show like a VHS box with Coco on it. It says Body by Coco.
Yeah.
And then we are finally getting a Body by Jake sighting.
Yes.
He's on site for the shoot. And it cuts to Kendra in her room stretching and stuff. And it cuts to her confessional where she's saying 2 days of practice ain't shit. And she was freaking out.
And they show me looking really, really nervous. And I think I was nervous, but I don't think I was nearly as nervous as they were making me look. Like, I think I was just rehearsing and practicing and...
Oh, I don't remember you being nervous at all. This is also where Andrea starts being really funny. Like, she calls Kendra's workout the booty blast off, and I say that sounds like a fart.
Yeah.
And I'm busy, like, doing my workout as they're cutting back and forth between everybody, and I keep talking about squeezing your butt. It's very important. It's a good isometric workout. And I still stand by that. And obviously, it's really important when you're doing like squats to like dig your heels in and squeeze your butt as you're standing up and like all
Yeah.
those things, or you're just not getting the most out of it.
And breathe. You have to breathe, too.
You have to breathe, but like it's a gag that they keep saying, like squeeze your butt, squeeze your butt, squeeze your butt over and over. And as I'm saying it, they cut to a guy holding a reflector with like a really goofy look on his face, and he's like nodding. It's
Yeah,
so funny, which is
yeah.
obviously like not in real time and stuff. And I felt like the challenging thing about these workout videos that you don't know is you're not just doing the workout once and there's your 15 minutes. It's like you have to do it 8 times, and so they can get every single angle. And I think for me, I had to do it extra because like one of the camera people wasn't set up by the time I was filming. So I had to do it like double, which was fine because it wasn't like I had a high impact cardio workout or anything. It was all strictly body sculpting, but I
Yeah.
had a good time with it and it went pretty seamlessly.
I say that I was recording mine for 2 hours, so a 15-minute video for 2 hours, and that I had to keep redoing things because the sun would move. So when I got done with like a position, like the sun had shifted, so they had to scoot me over more and then do that part again. So,
and then you come out to do your segment.
oh yeah, so I come out to do my segment, and of course Kevin has to show me messing up right off the bat because I can't be like the broadcast journalist major and not mess up, because it's sort of like Kendra in the sports thing. He wants to show me like totally messing up, and
just like I flop at doing anything domestic.
Yes, it's
those were
totally
his favorite
that.
gags. I had to flop at doing anything domestic. You had to flop at any broadcast journalism, and Kendra had to flop at any sports.
Yeah, because those are the one things that we want the most, and
Yeah.
so we obviously suck at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just felt like he's trying to make it look like she can't host. All she can do is eat. That's what I wrote in my notes.
Oh my God. Well, the only clips they use of you are either the first one where you're like, oh, I want to do that over again, or ones where you're talking about food. And I'm like,
Yes.
I know that there is no way she's actually talking about food this whole time.
Right.
But every time you're talking about food, they make it look like you're spending the whole 2 hours out there just
Talking
talking
about
about food.
pizza and cookies and whatever else. Cake.
24-hour kitchen.
Yes. I know I do say that kind of stuff in there because that's what I'm trying to be relatable about, you know, that we all have this balance that we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
That was the whole theme of of everything.
Totally.
And then basically, I feel like I nailed it and everybody's laughing and having
Mm-hmm.
a good time.
Like, I didn't sit out there for yours or anything, but I feel like yours and mine went off, like, without a hitch, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, Andrea, like, gets done and she's like, I'm so proud of you. You did so good. It was a great job. And gives me a big hug. So she's clearly surprised and very happy.
And then the way Andrea is talking to Kendra is so funny because she's trying to be, like, hip-hop, kind of.
Crumpalicious. And then just stop them and then say, you know,
Talk to the hand.
Hip Hop Bunny. You want it on the set.
And it's so funny.
Even Kendra is like, it's funny listening to her say things she thinks I would say.
I know. And now I want to be fair here talking about Kendra's portion because I don't know how it was edited. Like, they could have been as nasty in the editing as they were with your food thing. But immediately, according to the show, she starts throwing a tantrum and stomping her feet and I can't do this and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Maybe
Well-
that's editing, maybe it's not.
No, I was out there for part of it.
Oh, okay.
She was definitely having a full meltdown, refusing to do it. And she says it on camera. There's too many fucking people standing around. I can't do it in front of all these people. Like, nobody's there. Just like, there's not like a crowd or like
Yeah.
fans watching. It's just literally the camera crew. And then in interview, she says, why couldn't I just have more practice? But she refused to practice because she was too worried about what was the Chargers game.
Yeah.
So she did have more practice.
And there was nothing stopping any of us from practicing on our own time.
Yeah. And then she says, thank God for Hef. But, like, what did Hef really do? Like, he came out and talked to her, basically told her probably, let's get this fucking going.
Yeah. Do you think she was asked to say thank God for Hef? Like, because the show wants to make it look like he's just like the ultimate moral support and inspires people to go the extra mile.
Could be. So the segment is just wrapped up with each of us kind of doing, like, a little wrap-up sentence, and you say, I might not work out as much as or as often as the other two girls, but I think I definitely succeeded at what I wanted to accomplish.
Oh, I feel like I killed it. And I remember Kevin after the fact just complimenting me so much and being like, oh my God, I didn't know you were so like good on camera, just talking to the camera. Because I feel like that's what I excel at more. Like, I would have loved to be a narrator of something or a host of something. Like, I was never meant to like be myself on reality TV. Like, that's not my skill. And I just felt like, yeah, I felt like it was a good experience and I was able to like succeed at something that I think other people would think I was not cut out for.
Yeah.
So I know I'm a little crazy, but I'm going out of town at the end of the month for like 2 weeks, and I'm already thinking about what and how I'm going to pack. And I'm always thinking, gosh, I want to make sure that everything that I bring is worth bringing and that I'm actually going to wear it. I don't want to wear clothes that don't fit or are worn out or just don't match very well. But that's when I decided Quince will be my go-to for high quality vacation essentials that I'll be packing for trips to come, like premium European linen dresses dresses, blouses, and shorts for $30, washable silk tops, premium luggage options, and so much more. The best part, all Quince items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. By partnering directly with top factories, Quince cuts out the cost of the middleman and passes the savings on to us. And Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and finishes. And I love that.
I'm obsessed with this new outfit I got from Quince. It's this really pretty silk skirt, goes just below the knee, and a camisole top that goes with it. I'm gonna have to wear it on the podcast once so you guys can see it in the video. You guys will love it too.
Pack your bag with high-quality essentials from Quince. Go to quince.com/nextlevel for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/nextlevel to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/nextlevel.
And I say it was definitely grueling and I was definitely working up a sweat. That 15-minute routine probably wouldn't work up a sweat for me alone, but having to do it for 2.5 hours did. That's really all my wrap up is. So,
Yeah.
And then Kendra says, I was really happy for myself, but I did it. I just really hope this workout video leads to more workout videos. And that's how it ends. I was actually pleasantly surprised because the Girls Next Door workout DVD had a 4.5 out of 5.
I am shocked because anytime Girls Next Door itself, like if I go to look something at, it's like 1 star.
Oh my God.
Which, I mean, I know it's not prestige television, you guys. I'm not saying it should get more, but that's just what I'm used to.
And 75% were 5-star reviews.
Damn.
Yeah, 11% were 4-star reviews, 9% 3-star reviews, 2% were 2-star reviews, and 3% were 1-star reviews. And these are so tiny. I'm going to put on my glasses. You guys get to see Nerd Bridget. It's a rare occurrence.
I love a glasses moment.
Oh, they're kind of dirty. All right. The first one. This is from, should I say who wrote them?
Might as well. They put it out there.
Posh Becky. Fantastic workout, great fun. This was written October 21st, 2007. If you like to watch The Girls Next Door, you will love this workout. It's not just another celebrity fad, ditzy, boring workout. On the contrary, it is actually pretty challenging. You start with a 15-minute full body routine, toning with Holly. You'll need a stability ball and hand weights. This is very beginner friendly and beginner could start here. This is not to say that advanced exercisers should skip this program. This is actually a great toning program which will warm you up nicely for the next 15 minutes with Bridget. I was really surprised how hard Bridget's section was. It is actually a pretty hardcore kickboxing interval program. Phew, I was sweating by the end of this section. The final 10 minutes were instructed by Kendra, and although this is horribly edited, starting with some silly dance moves, which are supposed to only watch, I guess.
Maybe it was only horribly edited for Kendra's part because they just didn't have a lot to work with at the end of the day.
Maybe.
Or does she mean the whole video? When you said horribly edited, I thought she meant the whole video. I was like, oh.
No, she's talking about Kendra's part. It goes on a 10-minute cardio martial arts session with jump ropes and different punches and kicks, and phew, you will sweat, especially if you put it together with Holly and Bridget's routine. In conclusion, if you put all these routines together, you will get a really great full body workout that will kick your butt. Or you could do one routine a day if you're pressed for time or if you're a beginner and really unfit. The best bit with this video is the homey feel of it. You actually feel like you're working out with one of your girlfriends. Holly, Bridget, and Kendra come with incredibly encouraging comments and actually want to do this all the way through. And make you want to actually do this all the way through and pick it up the next day, although you should be rather sore after all the hard work. I'm pretty sure that if you stick with this program, it will get you into shape.
Nice.
This one's from Samuel J. Putnam. I love The Girls Next Door, and the workout DVD is great. The workouts are short, 15-minute segments, so even if you have a little time during the day to work out, if you squeeze one of these in, you'll get an effective workout. Holly's workout is probably my favorite because she talks to you a lot while doing the workout, and you kind of forget you're working out. They are really fun workouts, too. I definitely recommend this DVD to anyone who is looking for a good, fun workout or is just a fan of the girls.
Cute.
Susan Olmstead from The Girls Next Door workout Unexpected Success. I love The Girls Next Door, but when this DVD was given to me as a gift, I didn't really think that there would be much to the workouts. I was wrong. They make it a casual yet effective workout like you're at the gym with close friends, and the exercises really do work. This one is from Dance, Dance, Dance. I never thought I would enjoy a Girls Next Door DVD, but I do. I go to work out with it for free, and I like Kendra's routine the best because you don't need any equipment. to get in the routine. For the other two girls, you do. My only complaint is the girls' shorts are way too short. Holly's is the only workout worthwhile. I found the workouts on my cable on-demand channel last night, flipping channels with my fiance. I found that in doing Holly's workout this morning, I feel motivated and energized. Holly's workout is really the only worthwhile one in the group, and I would purchase the DVD solely for Holly's workout. Kendra is a joke. No offense, but it was literally laughable watching her gyrate for 5 minutes by herself. And though the boot camp workout is okay, it seems like a final in PE class in junior high.
Final in PE class. Thanks, but damn.
This one's from Val Rye. Just okay. I love this show, but this is far from a real workout. Holly and Bridget's workouts are good for days when I just don't feel like getting any cardio done. If you're just doing these videos, I mean, it's better than nothing, but you have to get in your cardio too. As for Kendra's workout, what the fuck? Her dancing for 2 minutes was just stupid and awkward.
Oh no.
This one's from Yvonne B. Bridget needs to do the workout. I think it's great to be able to endorse a product, but you should also be a user of the thing as well. Bridget Marquardt is obviously not doing her workout or any of the workouts on this tape on a regular basis. Stand behind your product. Use it.
What in the actual fuck?
This is the kind of bullshit I'm talking about that Kevin's put me through for like years and years and years. This is from Allison Fotheringham. Dumb. Dumbest video ever. Waste of money. Didn't even break a sweat doing this. Majority of the time the camera zoomed in on their asses. Men would like this video.
Is that Julie?
This one's from Stephen Robert Focassi. Bought this with expectations that are not met, so I'm willing to get it off my hands for cheap. It is just a workout video. No nudity, unlike the series. Unless you have a perverted imagination, then hey, buy my copy for less.
I think he thought he was buying something else. Like, I think he thought it was a porn, like, in disguise as a workout video.
Yeah.
And it grosses me out. It reminds me of when we were doing the Girls Next Door coffee table book. We hadn't got a publisher, hadn't picked it up yet, but I was just kind of floating the idea, and Hef goes, oh, that's interesting. I wonder how the bookstores would feel about nudity. And I remember just feeling like a slap in the face, because there was like a format for the type of book I wanted to do. Like Paris Hilton had done a book like that. The Entourage show had a book like that. Like there was a very specific format I wanted to follow. And none of it involved nudity. And I just remember feeling like, why the fuck does everything we do have to involve nudity? Like,
yeah, well, and then this review was written in August 31st of 2016.
Damn.
Yeah, so he's a little late to the party, too. Mm-hmm. Thomas C. Henry. I love it so much. This workout video is amazing. It works so well. It's so much fun, and you feel a connection with Holly, Bridget, and Kendra.
It just goes to show, like, you can't please everybody. Like, there's some people who really genuinely connected with what we were trying to make, and some people it's just not the right thing for.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
This one's from BT, and the subject line is Bridget. Couldn't Madison and Kendra have worked with Bridget and been there visually during Bridget's part so that the workout could have been continuous? I don't really get that, though.
I mean, it is continuous if you just keep playing them.
Yeah. This one is from Susie D. As promised. Arrived as when promised. I don't use the workout, but have and liked it. I turn it on for background sounds because I missed the series.
That's cute.
Yeah.
We're happy we could be there for you.
This is from LOB. Rather disappointing, but eye candy is still there. Don't even try to imagine this as any serious workout potential. The irresistible question is undeniably this. Did any of the girls even take themselves seriously acting out their bits and pieces? We may never know.
Well, now you know, because we're telling you.
Yeah.
We're so happy to keep you updated and answer all your burning questions.
Kevin L. Ryan. No nudity in video. For anyone who liked the Girls Next Door DVDs, this is okay, but the workouts are so-so, and the girls are never nude. What's the point?
Can you imagine buying a Girls Next Door DVD and sitting through it just for the nudity?
No.
Porn was rare back then.
I guess.
Damn, people are desperate. Jack off to a shadow.
This one is from Alexandria. Best workout video I have thus far. I love this workout video. It's a great toning. You need minimal equipment, and the instructors talk to you the whole time. Sure, they're a little plastic looking and having slightly annoying voices, but that doesn't really matter. I feel the results the next day, even when stretching. Probably not the best video for advanced exercisers, but great if you're an immediate to beginner. I think she meant intermediate.
Thanks for the review.
Yeah. This is the only workout DVD that I will ever use in my home because I've actually gotten results from it.
Aw, that's nice.
This is from Rachel. Good quick workout. I bought the DVD because I had been doing Holly's workout on demand from my cable company and I really liked it. I'm not sure if you would get results if this was your only form of exercise, but I go running, do crunches, and then do Holly's workout and I seriously see results. I also like Bridget's workout, but it's a little bit harder. I was expecting Kendra's to be the best because she seems to be the sportiest and the most in shape, but it's not that great. The first couple of minutes are all her dancing around and then there's some kickboxing and stuff, and I just couldn't get into it. All in all, it's a good DVD if you're looking for a quick workout to add it to your daily routine.
Those are some interesting reviews.
Yeah. This is from Lee Whiteside. Strictly exercise. After seeing these girls on TV, I was expecting more TNA. They are wearing typical workout clothes for the most part. One is wearing a camouflage outfit.
The fact that people expected us to be working out nude
Right.
blows my mind. Like, maybe it shouldn't blow my mind. Like, maybe some of you listeners are out there thinking, bitch, what did you think people were going to think? But it blows my mind.
It blows my mind too.
Sorry, I wasn't squatting on a dick.
But he goes on to say, the exercise sessions appear as though they could be effective. Each of the 3 sessions is about 15-minute long. It looks like a low-impact aerobic exercise movement with a dash of yoga included every now and then. Nothing too fancy. I was wondering why they weren't working out in at least bikinis. Oh, you're so confused, Lee?
Lee's still trying to figure it out.
We'll let him keep trying to figure it out. Anyway, they go on, but yeah, I think those are the highlights.
So I think as far as best and worst for this episode, I think we all know what the worst is. And I bet we're going to have the same worst.
Yeah.
The food shaming.
Yes.
I mean,
It's
that
100%.
when I rewatched this for my YouTube after not seeing it for like 15 years plus, my jaw was on the floor. It's by far the worst.
It is. And I've been complaining about it the whole time we've been talking about this. I was complaining about it when we were filming it. I've complained about it since, and he doesn't understand how it's affected me to this day. Like, people still call me the fat one. People still talk about me being overweight. People leave comments on our workout video about me not even using the product.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the one that worked out the most out of the 3 of us.
Yeah.
Like, I still get it to
craziness.
this day. To this day.
So crazy. I think my best is just having the opportunity to thrive at something when nobody expected me to thrive at it. Because obviously, like, I'm the least athletic, I'm the clumsiest, but because I stayed true to the type of workouts I like to do and was prepared and professional, even to the point where Kevin was giving me compliments on it after the fact, like, that felt really good because I feel like in that world it was just like I didn't feel seen very often.
Yeah.
So that was really great, and it just felt good to finally have like hard work and preparation pay off for once.
Yeah, you definitely nailed it.
Thanks.
And I feel like for me, it's just having this kind of opportunity, like doing my own workout video, I thought was very exciting. And even though they made it very much, it's all about Kendra's thing, I felt like it was very much my thing too, low-key, under the radar. And I was really excited to have the opportunity, would have loved to have the opportunity to do a different one after that. Yeah, and I think it was also, like you said, you stayed true to yourself. I feel like I really stayed true to myself too. And I was like, no, I'm not going to let them change who I am, or like lie to my audience about what I do to get here, or what they should do to get here. So, and I feel like I've stood by that still to this day. So it's I think we were very true in the whole thing, like stuck to who we are and
totally
what resonates with us.
Like, they can do whatever they want with the editing, but like who we were and, you know, what our principles and work ethic are, that shines through.
I think so. Yeah.
So I like that.
Yeah. And the next episode.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know what we're going to have next week. Maybe we'll have an interview. Maybe we'll have an episode. But the next episode we're going to get to eventually is the season 2 finale.
Can you believe it? We're done with 2 seasons?
I can't believe we're done with 2 seasons and that we've been doing this podcast for almost 2 years.
I know.
Like, time fucking flew. I feel like we just started this.
I do too.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a lot more stuff to wrap up for season 2. Like, we'll go through and do the deleted scenes, and hopefully we'll get an interview in here or 2, and, you know, like a whole season wrap up. I think we should do like a Q&A wrap up too. Like, any unanswered questions from
about season 2.
Yeah.
We love your spicy questions.
So make sure you're submitting your questions for that.
Yeah, you can ask us like on our Instagram comments on the Girls Next Level Instagram, or if you're a Patreon member, you can ask
On the Discord.
on the Discord. Our Patreon is patreon.com/girlsnextlevel. If you want to join, we love it over there. We love you guys. And we will see you guys next week.
Yeah. Oh, and check out our merch shop. It's girlsnextdoor.
Girls Next Level.
Oh, sorry. Check out our merch shop. It's girlsnextlevel.shop.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye. For more content, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/girlsnextlevel.